You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day, sir.
Good day back to you, John.
Welcome here on a Friday. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's another Friday.
What do you got going on over there?
Nothing. I'm trying to get my act together, man.
Oh, okay.
We're doing all right. Because of total lack of sports anywhere. I found 3 sports greats' birthdays today. George Brett, Hall of Famer, 21 years with the Kansas City Royals.
That's a long career.
Yeah.
And he was pretty darn good, too.
Nice.
Racked over 3,000 hits, over 300 home runs, lifetime batting average 300. Not easy to do.
No, I couldn't do it.
Cowboys running back Emmitt Smith, birthday today. Everybody loved Emmitt. Even if you didn't like the Cowboys, you had to go, you know what? That Emmitt Smith, pretty darn good. Ravens Ray Lewis has a birthday today.
Nice.
45. Holy cow. Well,
That's Baltimore, right?
Yeah, John.
I remember that from like the Super Bowl a few years ago.
No, there aren't prizes involved when you get something sports-related correct.
I thought I'd get something. Nothing?
You did okay. What you may not know, I mean, there's been a long history of teams, certainly with, the league growing into 32 teams. There's been a lot of movement over the years and whatnot. The Ravens actually were the Houston Oilers originally way back in the day. Then Houston did not have an NFL franchise for a long time. Now, of course, they have the Texans.
Nice.
But yeah, the Ravens were pretty much the Oilers, just heading north. So
cool.
Yes, sir. It was 1928. Don't get yourself trouble, John.
I was just going to ask a quick question.
Okay. All right.
When a team relocates like that, do a lot of the players go with them, or do they start from scratch?
No, the team goes along, and they sneak off in the middle of the night.
Nice. So they bring the players with, too?
Some do better than others. It all depends on the situation.
Right.
It's like, look at the Raiders. The Raiders are going to be playing their first season in Vegas. In fact, I think when we were there last January, we drove by that stadium being built for them. Well, Oakland's pretty ticked off. Well, they should be, because they're the Oakland Raiders for a number of years. Then for a couple of years, they're in L.A., and then back to Oakland, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of tough if you're an avid fan and your team is being messed with like that. But it's all about dollars and cents. And I just read this yesterday. The inaugural season of the L.A. Raiders is already sold out. Every home game is already sold out.
That's cool.
So, yeah, Vegas probably be a good home for them. We'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens there. It was 1928 this day. We were just kids. Mickey Mouse makes his very first ever appearance in the short silent film Plain Crazy.
Nice.
Aww.
That is fantastic.
And, hey, kids, whenever you think you're doing, like, really, really well, here's something to pitch yourself up against. It was this day in 2010. Jessica Watson, the age of 16, becomes the youngest person ever to sail solo, nonstop, and unassisted around the world.
Wow.
Yep, out of Australia. She did it in a 33.5-foot boat called Ella's Pink Lady.
How long did it take her?
Okay, so she finished up that journey this day in 2010. She actually launched out of Sydney, Australia, October 18th in 2009. So about 7 months at sea.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty crazy. 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't tell me you can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just quit your whining.
I can't do that.
Just stop it.
I don't want to do that.
Nobody likes me. Oh, maybe so. Buy a boat.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris is brought to you by Sioux Falls Notary. Sioux Falls Notary is excited to help you. We have many happy customers, like Josh. What was your experience like?
By far the best notary experience I've ever had.
So have you ever worked with any other notary in the past?
Never used a notary before, no.
What was the most memorable part of working with Sioux Falls Notary?
Heidi Jean was so well dressed, it made me wish I would have wore pants.
Come as you are with your notary needs. Sioux Falls Notary will meet or beat any other notary offer.
I was very impressed. They actually honored my homemade coupon I brought from home.
Call Heidi Jean at 605-933-1980. Formerly 99-cent notary, 98-cent notary, $1.25 notary, anytime notary, Notary World, and Yes Sirree Notary.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. rewards. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, you crazy little smalls, you?
How you doing?
Good to see you, John. Sure it is. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Ranger Dan.
Good to see you, Heidi. I was a ray of sunshine. Put a little spark in my step there. Tell you what, put a little giddy up going. My giddy up going. Oh, hi, my name may not be Elmo, but you can tickle me anytime. Rangers, speaking of tickling, we're always talking about other little creatures running around, but you know what? Peoples is critters too.
We are.
People, human beings, is mammals. We're animals. We just have opposable thumbs, and that's pretty much the only thing that makes it work better than most animals. Did you know, Heidi, and this one's for you, did you know the largest human organ is the skin?
Really?
Yep, where all that tickling can take place. Known as the epidermis, the skin, yep, the largest organ in the human body. But I got to tell you this, it may be so for other people, but not for Ranger Dan. You know what I mean?
You got such a big heart.
I'm not talking about my liver, Heidi, if you know what I mean. Not referencing the bladder or spleen either. Nothing to do with the pancreas or the kidneys. That's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. I hope you learned something today. If not, I really could care less. Remember what doesn't kill you, but it generally makes stronger, except for bears and murder hornets that kill you every darn time. This is Ranger. You're not talking about my large intestine. Ranger, say it with me. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio right now. You got some good water cooler talk over there. You're still chuckling over there a little bit, aren't you?
I just passed Ranger Dan in the hallway. Looking pretty proud of himself.
Oh, yeah.
Heck was
He
going
should be.
That guy makes me nervous. I got to tell you
Don't
what.
blame you.
He makes you nervous.
Yeah. He sits on Heidi's lap nowadays. I just think that's a bit much.
It's just a weird thing.
So, what do we have for water cooler time?
Well, we are wrapping up, and it's been all week long. And one of the reasons I love working with you guys, this radio station always pays homage to our military, our firefighters, our policemen, anybody.
Heroes.
Anybody wearing a uniform, getting it done, whatever, doing the dirty work. And this week has been given over to, it is National Police Officer Appreciation Week.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was kind of cool. So people dropped off a bunch of little gift bags for the Sioux Falls police, and certainly should come as no surprise that our local officers, sheriffs, et cetera, dedicate a whole heck of a lot of time to make sure that we can go on with our lives and feel safe about it. And it's a job that's certainly not always appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
And because of National Police Appreciation Week, let me see here. This is a little bit different. The folks at the Children's Inn dropped off about 380 little gift bags.
Oh, wow.
For all of our Sioux Falls officers, and they included things like candy and gum and Gatorade and pens and notebooks, and everybody just got a little appreciation.
That's cool.
Gifts. I thought that was kind of neat. So, yeah, and I did the finger wave this morning, as a matter of fact, coming into the studio with a police officer. Every time I pass a cop, I always just do the little finger thing. It's like, hey, man.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Be careful how you say that, because saying you're waving a finger at cops, people
No,
might
no,
think
it's the two finger off the top of the steering wheel.
hey,
How
man.
you doing?
So it's a positive finger wave.
Yeah.
It's a good finger
What are
wave.
you
Yes.
talking about? I love these guys.
I know. I just want to make sure we don't have somebody thinking otherwise.
My Uncle Ray was a Hennepin County sheriff. I grew up around that
nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
My dad was a policeman. I've got
Both
3
of my
brother-in-laws
brothers
that are
are police
policemen.
officers.
Yeah, it can be a tough gig. So
bet.
There's no way I could do it. As much as I love what they do, I could never do what they do.
I think my favorite Sioux Falls police officer story was a friend of mine. We used to be gym rats together. This was back in the 90s, and I can talk about it now because he's retired and I believe living in Texas.
Oh, nice.
Former Sioux Falls police officer Lloyd Taylor.
You're even going to say his name.
Here's the thing. I was doing a deal. The Sioux Falls Police Department had just bought a bunch of new police vehicles, but they were Crown Victorias.
Oh, yeah. That was the deal back in
And I was
the
doing a whole different show back in the day. I was just a child, for goodness sake. I knew not what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I was making fun of them. Going, oh, hey, look, the Sioux Falls Police borrowed their grandma's cars. Big Crown Vics. They were hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at the time, I was driving promotional vehicles for a car dealer here in town.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was, working. I was in the gym one day doing weights, and there was Officer Lloyd and blah blah blah. And I was just hammering him on the Crown Vic thing. He goes, "Yeah, they look a little, but I'll tell you what, they go. They really go."
Yeah.
So flash ahead a few weeks later, I'm going down Minnesota Avenue heading north. I think I'm about at stoplight at like 39th, something like that, Minnesota, and I'm driving a promotional vehicle. What I've got is a jacked up Pontiac Grand Prix.
Oh, wow.
Thing got a nasty motor under the hood.
Yeah.
Lloyd Taylor, on duty in a Crown Vic, just happens to pull up right next to me at this light. Windows go down. I said, "Hey, man, you want to do this?" The next scene is me dragging a Sioux Falls police officer.
These are drag racing down Minnesota.
North Minnesota, about 3 in the afternoon.
So who won?
Oh, I took him off the line hard. But I'll tell you what, the back end on that Crown, he crawled up on me and just blew the doors off. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, it's like it just both occurred to us what we were doing.
and there was a reason they picked those cars. They were not just Sioux Falls. That was all over the country.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good vehicle for
Kind
that.
of fun, but yeah, keep them get along, man. They don't. Cops are phenomenal. We appreciate everything you do. So,
Do indeed. Hats off to each and every one of you. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom. And before we get to our bright spot of news, Dan is going to actually give away some prizes, which is kind of cool.
oh yeah, and hey, speaking of Paul's Designer Showroom, I was talking to Carrie over there the other day. Now, for the past 3-4 weeks, they have been closed to the public. They are now open limited hours.
Yes.
And also certainly by appointment.
Yeah.
And for safety's sake, they're doing their due diligence. They're letting either one client or one couple at a time.
Yeah.
And man, phenomenal.
Great place.
Oh, they have the most gorgeous light fixtures.
Wonderful
in there.
people, too.
Gorgeous.
Believe me, they have your light at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah.
Believe me, you? I don't think that's how it goes.
There you go. What else is going on? Our good friend Eileen is getting ready to open the doors at a brand new facility for Southeastern Hair Design.
So that's some more good news.
Cannot wait.
Yeah,
I
this
so
month,
desperately need to go back.
This month marks 30 years since she opened Southeast Hair Design. And she sold her beautiful longtime facility over on 69th to Sioux Falls Christian School.
Which is really cool. That's
Which is really cool. And they're going to utilize that terrific building for some other very cool things. But Eileen has jumped over and completely rehabbing a cool little building on South Minnesota Avenue.
Yeah.
She'll be open on the 26th of this month. And I believe that's the day after Labor Day, John? Is that right?
I'm looking right here. Tuesday the 26th. Yep. So.
Okay, and in celebration, giving away a couple of $20 gift cards to some of our amazing listeners this morning. Amber Swear, we love you. Come on down.
Congratulations.
Kevin Larson, we love you too.
All right.
But more of in a platonic sense.
I think that covers both of them, actually.
Yeah, we set you up with a brand spanking new $20 gift card at the all-new Southeastern Hair Design.
That's really cool.
I cannot wait.
Minnesota.
I know it's next. No, it's not next week. It's the week after next. So we're sneaking right up, though.
Yeah, if you've been by there, they're getting the re-landscaping done, and everything is. Eileen, that's great things done to that. It's going to be the coolest little shop in town.
That is really, really neat. And so here's our good news, our bright spot of news today. We talked a little bit about Paul's Designer Showroom.
Correct.
They're reopened. We've got Southeastern Hair Design is reopening because they've moved to a new location.
Correct.
And they're rehabbing everything. And today, I don't know if you guys know this, Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort is open today.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, today's the day. So our bright spot of news today is things are getting back to normal.
Slowly but surely.
And last weekend, we sponsored a concert, an online concert with Grand Falls Casino and Golf
those
Resort.
two ladies were phenomenal.
It was really neat.
Young girls with the cello and the violin.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And we've got more like in-person, legit, real events coming your way. And you'll be able to get all the details on the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Facebook page, or just go to Grand Falls Casino Resort.com.
I'm looking forward to I'm going to have Wayne Newton sign my chest.
Are you really?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, he won't see it coming.
I'm going to ask him
love
for a
that.
lock of hair because remember that from the Vegas vacation. Man,
No, I've been feeling a little hoarse.
Apparently our dog wants a lock of hair from Wayne Newton too.
Apparently one of us needs a lozenge.
This has been your bright spot of news. A lot of great things happening. Places reopening. It's all very, very, very positive. And a huge thank you to our friends at Paul's Designer Showroom.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with #GiftCardChallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
And it's time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Labradors are
Fabulous.
Even when they're quarantining and sheltering in place, they reach out
Oh, yeah.
to us
They do indeed.
because they care
That's so big of them.
about us. I don't know where I would be without them.
Yes.
Maybe playing a little song I've never heard on their acoustic guitar. I'll just be riveted going, wow, that's horrible. You get concerned because our favorite celebrities are quarantining, just like a lot of the planet. And we touched on Kim Kardashian and Kanye West a few weeks ago that apparently things were getting a little heated there.
Yeah.
In the old...
Those two both home all the time.
Old Kim and Kanye household. And boy... According to inside sources, it's not getting any better.
That's a
It's getting wild at the West House, huh?
Nope, not really improving in quarantine. Kim feels like she needs some space from Kanye.
You know, who doesn't feel like that right now?
That I don't feel like I need space from Kanye personally.
No, I don't either.
But
I mean, from your significant other.
noting that Kanye, who is of course a mogul,
Yeah, he is.
kind of feels like Kim's doing her own thing too. She is studying to become an attorney, a lawyer.
I remember you telling me
And
that.
that's completely legit. And now at the same time she's doing her study, she's also trying to be a great mom.
Yeah.
Because they've got, 4 kids from, ages 12 months to 6. So that's a handful all by
That
itself.
Oh, yeah.
And she's had to do a lot of that, apparently, why Kanye is trying to be his creative best and kind of go his own way. And according to inside sources, Kanye can be super controlling.
Really?
Which hasn't been real easy to handle either. So she needs more space. So I thought it'd be interesting to dig into that more space thing a little closely because they're in such cramped quarters.
Yeah, how big is their place?
They've got a $60 million mansion outside L.A. in Hidden Hills,
Just
California.
A little one, though, right?
Yeah. 5 acres, 15,000 square feet.
Well, how in the world do they even get by with that?
How do they expect people to live under those conditions?
Right.
It's just ridiculous.
No wonder things are getting, terse, I guess. Terse, for lack of a better word. There's terseness.
Their
in Happy Land there.
10 times bigger than our home, it sounds like.
I'm just saying, man, it's all subjective.
Yeah.
All depends on what you're used to.
Yep.
Huh.
So that's it. Thoughts and prayers, Kim and Kanye's way, man. We're all in this together.
We are indeed. And I got to go back to something because my beautiful bride, Heidi, who we work together here, you were saying you can relate to this. You need some space for me. Is that what you're trying to say? It just dawned on me that that's what you're saying here.
Yeah, looks like your old buddy Dan may have started something.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
And I can just drop the mic and walk away.
It seems like it's time for you to leave for the weekend. You got a pull-out sofa or something?
Hey, seriously.
Heidi needs some space.
Seriously, from the heart. Hey, stay married, you two.
Okay.
Oh, we're good.
We will. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you exclusively by Sioux Falls Notary. Sioux Falls Notary is excited to help you. We have many happy customers, like Josh. What was your experience like?
By far the best notary experience I've ever had.
So have you ever worked with any other notary in the past?
Never used a notary before, no.
What was the most memorable part of working with Sioux Falls Notary?
Heidi Jean was so well dressed, it made me wish I would have wore pants.
Come as you are with your notary needs. Sioux Falls Notary will meet or beat any other notary offer.
I was very impressed they actually honored my homemade coupon I brought from home.
Call Heidi Jean at 605-933-1980. Formerly 99-cent notary, 98-cent notary, $1.25 notary, anytime notary, Notary World, and Yes Sirree Notary.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, May 15th. The first signs of economic thawing have begun to enter the data, and the market likes what it sees. The weekly jobless claim figures, while still painting a bleak picture of the economy, were much better than expected. The number of new jobless claims came in at the lowest level in over a month, while data within the report indicates rehiring has already begun. The continuing claims data, those newly unemployed filing for the second week of benefits, rose a mere 450,000, compared to the 3 million plus jobs lost in the same week. What this means for investors is that businesses are slowly reopening and the outlook for later in the year is brightening. Even so, the market is still skittish because of the high risk. If the number of infections begins to rise again, there could be a second round of shutdowns. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.